Frederic James Shields was a Pre-Raphaelite painter from Manchester, England, from 1833 to 1911. A close friend of Dante Gabriel Rossetti, one of the founders of the movement, Shields upheld the tenets of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood to paint meticulously from nature, forsake the practices of the Royal Academy, and forego sentimentalism in exchange for depth of meaning. Another PRB painter, William Holman Hunt, capitalizes on this practice. Frederic Shields excels as well. This layering of meaning, which can be read as one analyzes a piece of literature, is part of the reward a viewer gets for seeing Pre-Raphaelite art. The Victorian audience was skilled at reading typological symbolism, having been prepared by the preachers of the day to examine the Old Testament figures and see their fulfillment in the New Testament. Now, the titles of paintings are often very helpful to the viewer regarding the interpretation of the work. However, in this case, we have merely the name Patience. There's not much help there. But Shields himself has recorded the proper reading of the painting for us. He says, "Set upon a sundial, her ankle chained thereto, her motion circumscribed with its time-measuring limit, stands Patience. Wings has she like a dove's, but not till God shall loose her chain, shall she fly away and be at rest. Meanwhile, she waits, crowned with thorns, with eyelids dropped as seeing things invisible, and lips firm closed, like unto the Lamb of God, who, brought to the slaughter, opened not his mouth. Her once green garment is faded, stained and tattered with storm and wrack, and she is environed by sharp thorns and thistles, the thorns bearing still some lingering withered leaves of the past winter, and putting forth fresh green shoots, new woes fast on the heels of the old ones, and the thistle seeding to multiply yet more. She keeps pressed to her bosom the word of Christ's patience, and bears his yoke, its noose around her neck. Moreover, she carries a basket full of seed corn, and from her girded loins hangs a sickle." Shields' incorporation of 3 biblical references, Psalm 55:6, Romans 1:20, and Isaiah 53:7, reveals his deep religious nature. All of the elements of the painting reinforce his theme of the virtue of patience. The pose is one of submission, as Christ patiently submitted to the plan of salvation. The elements of nature revisit the consequences of sin in the Garden of Eden, the sin that made Christ's sacrifice necessary. And the slain lamb at the foot of the figure makes sure the viewer connects the ideas into the character of the most patient one of all, Christ.